This is my second time doing this audio. So if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna like scream. I talked when I originally filmed. Did not turn out. Talked thinking I was recording again. I was not. So I'm a little frustrated. And I'm just like I'm frustrated with this package. I don't get how some people who do unboxings or hauls, I don't get how they just slice into it really easy in one go. Personally, I'm a little afraid of cutting myself with the blade. I know that's not an issue for some people, that they don't care if they bleed all over their desk, but I do. I hate being in pain. Ugh. So as you can see, I'm struggling. I'm trying to be careful. I also was filming around my iPad. Totally new setup. Different than what I usually do. So we'll see if I like it. So what strikes me odd about I'm hauling pocamarket. Obviously, that's the point of this video. I'm hauling pocamarket. One thing that struck me odd opening this pocamarket package was this is just a bubble mailer. This is not bubble wrap. I mean, it is bubble wrap because it is a bubble mailer, but I was quite surprised that they didn't just bubble wrap it and that they put it inside a bubble mailer inside of a box. I was really grateful that they didn't just ship the bubble mailer across the sea, because I did regular old Korean postage. So this means it was a little more protected, but it was quite a surprise. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah. Here are the photo cards. They're in this little plastic box. Yeah, kind of a shock to me as well. I've never seen them in like a box like this. I do appreciate the effort for it to be reusable. There is the pocamarket thank you card. Not sponsored or anything. Just kind of proof of that, because usually they'll like give me a code, but yeah, no. I'm not sponsored. I'm too small of a creator. But this box is so confusing to me. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. As you can see, these are the cards I got. I got Jungkook's Damajang. I had a lot of money left over in the pocamarket account, so I was like, let's just buy cards that I've wanted. So I did. One of them has been this Jungkook Damajang. I don't really know what I'm going to do with him. I'm checking in the condition. Some people have said that their condition of their Pokemart cards are okay. There is, like, the slightest of dings on the side of it. Whatever. I'm not very picky. But if you are someone who's picky, you do run the risk. Pocamarket is very clear that there are slight imperfections. But, like, here you can see the sand cards, like, in pretty great condition. So, I'm not really picky. I don't collect BOBs. But I got this once again because I had money in the pocamarket account. So you have to refill odd amounts, which I'll talk about in the tutorial. I meant to get these platform cards. I've not been able to trade with Stacy at all this comeback. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a common trend in the Stacy fandom. But yeah, so I got both these platform cards purposely, not just I had money. Oh, dude, the barcode. So that's how they have to scan them, because Pocamarket, you like pick which ones you want, and I guess they go pick them through like a warehouse, put them in that thing, and then ship them. So that is something that is different, where like usually like Bai and Yokio comes in like little packages. I got the J, POB. It's cute. I had money. I meant to get this Yeti. I had wanted her for a while in the SMCU Palace. Didn't really want to buy another copy of that album. I got Jihyo, Fancy You, POB, and her Between 1 and 2. I've been meaning to collect her POBs. Just because I think they're cute, but, you know. And then I had originally meant to get this card. That's what I had signed up for, but I hadn't realized that I had already ordered one off eBay. So I had another one coming. So now I have two. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time. I guess I may sell it or trade it or something. But yeah, now I have two. This just proves that I need to have a bit better of a system when it comes to collecting. But I'm pretty happy with my haul, pretty impressed. 9 cards total. 2 Jihyo POBs. Some Stacy cards. One thing that I am noticing is that this is a really cheap penny sleeve. Personally, I'm going to change them out. I'm going to put them in a bit of a thicker penny sleeve, but these are all pretty cheap penny sleeves. Like they are the 1-cent penny sleeves. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I don't think I'm going to put them back in this thing. I don't think I'm going to keep it at all, maybe. I don't put my freebies or anything in plastic boxes. I already have something to store them in. But one thing I am confused about is why not like a shipping sleeve or like some bigger top loaders. And this thought just dawned on me. I mean, is it even safe? What happens in postage? So as you can see, I'm simulating. They shake in there. They're not secure. So is that maybe why some people are getting damaged photo cards? Is because they're jostling around and shipping? I don't know why pocamarket can't secure them. I've had loose stuff before. Just tape it down with some washi tape, and that usually holds them enough in place. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. But I do think pocamarket has a lot of room for improvement. And as I go through my tutorial here in a second, you're going to hear more about why and sort of why I think that is. But overall, I'm going to rate this experience a 7 or 6 out of 10. Alright, so here is the tutorial. As you can tell, big Q Hunt fan. So I'm going to open up pocamarket here. One thing to note is that if you're on an iPad, it's tiny. You cannot make it any bigger. Even on like portrait, as opposed to landscape, which I'm doing, it's still pretty small. But yeah, so here I am looking through. So I don't know what I was looking at here. So you go to search to find what you want, and you can pick. I think I was trying to find a problem with your UI. This is something I hated, and I have forgot to mention this. I hate the fact that you have to log in with Naver, Twitter, or Apple. I don't want to use my Twitter account. Don't want to connect to this strange unknown app to my Apple account, so I had to log in with Naver. Which Naver you can sign up with Facebook and all that stuff. But why can't I just use a username and password? Why is that not a thing? Why do I have to go through an additional hoop and use these other accounts? I understand that the thought is, you've been iOS, you can use Apple, Twitter's pretty common. I don't know why Naver, but I didn't like it. And you do have to log in before you access anything other than searching, which is kind of annoying. Because here I'm trying to show you that for their FAQs and stuff, they use Notion. They don't have it on their website. They have their terms of service, their privacy policy built in. But I was trying to find something that I could pull up to be on their Notion. Which, to me, Notion is a personal blogging platform. Notion is something that anybody can sign up for. Heck, I use my Facebook account to sign up for it. So, and once again, everything's behind the login wall. And then I finally figured out, look, yeah, I'm on Notion. I have that app. This is a free website. So I guess they're still working on development and stuff like that, but it is still a bit of an unpolished app. Now, searching, once again, I don't know why I keep going to that login screen. Everything's behind the login screen. So for searching, I'm going to be honest with you, it is also a bit of a pain. These are not in alphabetical order. I don't know what kind of order they're in. It could be random. I heard it maybe has to do with the order they added them. The newer groups at the very end. But yeah, it gets kind of confusing. So here, I'm looking for Les Seraphim. I didn't memorize the position of Les Seraphim. Why would I? So, I'm looking for it. I go right past it. I'm where is it? Obviously, it's not the end. Okay, let me go back this way. So that can be pretty frustrating when you're looking for a group or something that you have to kind of manually scroll around. I guess you could do the find poca, but I've discovered it really only works when you're searching in the thing. But yeah, not alphabetical, random. So, you're looking for a POB. I'm using Sakura. Now, important thing to notice, these are member priced. So some members are going to be pricier than others. Limited cards are going to be pricier. A pose that's more in demand and a card that's been less pulled is going to cost more on pocamarket. I know some people have issues with member pricing, but that is just a thing. To me, once again, the comparison to Mercari, eBay runs deep. You're buying direct from a company that just wants to make money. Mind you, they are, bringing fanjoy, and it seems like they do care, but it is, at the end of the day, just for money. So let's say I wanted to buy a card. Okay, it's $2, so I'm gonna, there it would take you direct to buying, and then you could add it to your collection. As you can tell, I'm getting a little frustrated, so I am going to go log in. So I've logged in, and now I am going to show you what this process sort of looks like. I did want to point out the poker grades. This is pretty cool. They are now selling a bit more of the rare cards, a bit more of the harder to find cards, and they are writing them. I've not seen anybody outside of 9 though, really. And I have to say the prices are pretty okay. I don't know about the like Seraphim, but I mean those aren't too terribly pricey. And so I wanted to look at maybe something I knew. Oh, that's the AOLS website. That's the Notion website. So I went to BTS. I know BTS prices off the top of my head. And some of these are like pretty okay. The Wings tour, I'd say, is about average, but the Memory's pretty low. And then I get to these sort of MTU lucky draws. I would not pay that, if I'm being completely honest at this point. Especially some of the Young line does not sell and is a lot cheaper. I've seen the RM cards as low as $30. Jungkook's card I've seen down there in the butter for $60. So this to me would be something maybe you should use Facebook, Instagram, Buyee and stuff like that as opposed to pocamarket. But I do enjoy the ease, the simplicity of there being the card and just hitting buy, as opposed to having to like search and look and compare, because you know these are authenticated. But as you can see, there is a transaction fee. I think it's 3%. So your total's not just $10, it's $13. So that is something to keep in mind, that you do have to pay this transaction fee, and it is a percentage. So you have to pay it every single time you buy a card. It's not the whole service, it's every single time you buy. And here is the refill your wallet. You have to refill your wallet to buy a card. You cannot just credit, debit card, or PayPal. You have to refill your card. So you got 5, 10, 30, 50. Notice there's no 20. Notice there's no 40. Why not? I don't know. But it's kind of frustrating. The 100, 200, 300, that's some money to sink. And you cannot get it out. If you don't buy anything, it refunds in 7 days. But that's if you don't buy anything at all. Not just you don't buy something. That's my collection. That was that blank screen. If you don't have anything in there, it's blank. That's where your purchase items go. This is my shipping list. So this is the cards I've shipped and bought. So this is the package I just ordered. You can see that $21.90 processing and shipping fee. $9 for $12 shipping. But yeah, you can track it through there, and you can look at all the cards you got. I do wish it did keep it in your collection and just like put like an emoji or something. So you don't run the risk of double dipping like I did with that xoxo card, but you know. So yeah, $9.90 for $12 shipping and fees. And you can't add 20, and you can't add, $1. So you're kind of stuck. Here you can see I have 2 cards, $21.90 shipping, cheaper than FedEx is $30, especially because they're going to add a processing fee on top of it. So that's just something to keep in mind. And once again, you can see 60 cents sitting in there. You can't pull that out. I guess you could beg pocamarket, but that 60 cents is just theirs. I mean, I've already accepted that they're going to take it. But yeah. So personally, I would use this when you can't find cards elsewhere. They're being maybe a little bit overpriced. You're in the mood to buy a couple. Like, you get money for your birthday and you want to buy a lot of photo cards. I would do this as opposed to buying each one individually on eBay. And it's definitely a bit more of a time saver and a bit easier than maybe like Buyee or xoxo, which can get pretty steep. But it's definitely not my favorite by a long shot. But I did enjoy the photo cards I did get. And I'm not super mad at all the things I have gotten so far. So I'm excited to get my next batch, and I'm probably going to keep trying pocamarket, especially when I do have a bit of cash and I do want to buy a bit more. But, there's always alternatives out there. This probably isn't my favorite platform. Like I said, it's a 7 out of 10 for me, or maybe even a 6 out of 10 if I'm really not in the mood that day. But this just kind of take the guesswork out of doing Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think down below.
Q-Hun says to like, subscribe, or else.
See you guys.